Hi there, this is Nikki Rowland for Freckled Fawn, and today I am designing a layout using the September black and white kit and some clear arrow stickers from last month's kit, the August kit that didn't make it out with August, so they came in September instead. I was really inspired by the moons and the clouds and the stars that came on one of the sticker sheets, and I've chosen a paper by Shimel with stars all over it, and a moon die cut that says to the moon. And what I'm doing right now is, because it's a white die cut on a white background, I'm just going to give it some colour underneath so you can actually see it. So I've just drawn around the outside of my die cut there, and now I'm adding different colour paints around the outline. I'm using a set of pearlescent watercolour paints that I picked up really cheaply just in a local scrapbooking store, and I'm using 3 different colours from there, so like a tealy colour, a light blue and a darker blue too. So when I drew around the outside of my die cut, I tried to keep my pencil lines really light, because as soon as you put the paint over the top, that kind of seals the pencil lines in, and then you can't rub them out. So I had to be quite careful that they were quite light. Just filling in some gaps there. I held the die cut up to the white background to make sure that I'd got colour everywhere I needed it. And now I'm just going to attach the background to my piece of star paper, and then that piece from the middle, I'm going to back the words or the stars and the shapes that's within the moon shape. So I'm just drawing around the moon shape now, and I will rough cut a piece out of the star paper that will sit behind those stars so that they show up. I'm using foam pads to raise that piece of paper up on the back of my die cut so that there's some good dimension between my stars and the stars that shine through it. And now I'm going to attach that to my background. So I need to get it in exactly the right place so that the colours shine around the edge in the right places. And there we go, that's it going in place now. There's just a few areas that are not quite perfect with the colour, that is, especially around the word moon. It was very skinny, so I didn't trace around it particularly well. So I'm just adding some little bit of extra colour in there with a paintbrush and my watercolours. So now I'm going to look at my photo. I've added that to the right of the heart so that it looks like it's kind of hanging or part of within that scene there. And then I'm adding the words with those fantastic puffy alphabet stickers that came in the black and white kit. Love you to the, so therefore the title will say love you to the moon. I decided that I needed a little something behind my photo to make it pop up, so I've used that piece of star paper that I have taken from the middle of the background sheet and that's perfect because it's dark, so it really made it pop up. And I'm adding lots of the embellishments to the moon shape. So I've added one of the big cameras, the clouds, the stars and the moons from one of the sticker sheets, and now I'm just adding some torn detail down the edge, the right hand side of my layout there, and raising that torn edge up on foam pads because I do like my layouts to have lots of dimension, and then I'll just stick the rest of it flat. So now that's in place, I'm going to continue to embellish my layout. I love that moon vellum sticker, but unfortunately it just didn't quite work with my layout. It didn't work vertically, and it needed to be horizontal really, and because I got the vertical element of the torn strip down the edge, I didn't feel like I could get the moon vellum sticker in horizontally. So I added a little bit of a different vellum sticker to the right of the photo, just poking out there, and I've just continued to embellish by adding lots and lots of different things, so star stickers, the moons, the clouds, the camera, and now I'm just from my stash picked up some little extra teal coloured cameras, and I'm just popping in some cloud shapes there too. I've also added in a couple of the arrow stickers from the arrow sticker sheet that was supposed to come out in August kit but didn't actually make it out until September. So I've added in a couple of those, you know, might as well utilise them. They're a nice teal colour, so they went really well with the layout. And I'm just continuing to move everything around and get everything in place so that I feel that it's perfect. I just added some extra foam pads behind the word moon. It's very skinny, so it was hard to get that raised up, but yeah, I tried to get that in place. And now I'm just going to add my journaling to the heart shape to the top left of my photo. I've used a ruler to get the lines straight, and I use my grey graphic marker. And I'm just going to add the date to the bottom right of the layout as well. And at this point I think I'm done, except then I decided that I really needed to add the words and back at the end of my layout so that my title reads "Love You to the Moon and Back." So yeah, I just added those, and I also added some flicks of watercolour paint around the layout too, just to give the background a little bit more interest as well. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.